Ever felt stupid in college or at school? Ever looked around you in class to see if you're the only one who doesn't get it, and it just seemed like everyone finds it super easy, when in fact it is not actually that easy? Ever felt like you're falling behind in class and there's just nothing you can do because you're super overwhelmed and there's just too much on your plate? And from there you just start spiraling and thinking, maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't ever feel like I'm enough for the school's expectations. I don't do enough. I can't even compare to those people that are staying in a library all day and studying all day. I should just pull myself together. I should just go home right now, pull myself together, and start studying seriously. But I just can't because I have zero motivation. There's way too much to do anyway. And I guess I'm just stupid, so why even bother? And even if I start now, with all the homework, assignments, and everything to study for the exam, I'm not gonna make it. There's no way. So maybe it's just smarter to just give up and deal with it later. And I know I'm definitely gonna hate myself in a year from now or in a semester from now, but that's all I can do, I guess. If I was smarter, maybe I could have done it. But I guess I'm just stupid. And you know what's even worse? To try and fail, and then try again and fail again, and then somehow gather the last bit of motivation that's left in you, and to put it all into that final try and to fail again. And then next time you'll have to try that again and trust yourself that you can do it, which we all should, whatever it might be, tests, assignments, homework, exams, whatever, to be so discouraged to the point that you don't even want to try because you know what's going to happen. Because you've been there before and you know that no matter how hard you try, there's always something missing. There always is something wrong that's going to lead you to fail again. And now you're not even afraid of failure anymore because you just feel like it's part of you, it's part of who you are, but you're afraid of trying. And that's the absolute worst thing that can happen because there is so much potential in you that won't be explored or let out to the surface. There is so much more to you and your amazing mind that will go to sleep or get overwritten by boring things and mundane things and work and unfulfilling tasks, when you could have been flourishing and enriching this world with your beauty, your wisdom, and your imagination. But because of that fear of trying, you won't ever let that out again. And don't think that you don't have anything to offer, because we all do. Just think about this. You are the only one of you. You're quite literally the only one of you that will ever exist on this planet. So you must be special. And we all have this gift. In fact, we are born with it. And at some point in our lives, we can choose if we want to go on this path of discovering it. And that's really a thing that so many people oversee because they just get caught up in life. But our primary task in this life is to discover what that gift is that we've been given that will help us make the world a better place. And I'm not talking about a huge impact, but the smallest impact that we have is going to change the world in a way or another. Because we impact so many people on a day-to-day basis. We impact the people we walk past. We impact the people that maybe we left in front of the cashier because they only wanted to pay water and we had like a basket full of things. So it's just natural that we just let them in front. Or we impact the people that we walk past and maybe they remember something because they saw us or because they saw something on us. We can impact people without even talking to them. I was at this coffee shop the other day and this guy came and ordered his regular coffee and he was so happy. He had a big smile on his face and he was just super talkative to the barista, and it just made my day so much better to see him so happy. And he just, you know, those people that just light up the room because they have a big smile on their face and they just radiate so much good energy, and it's just contagious. That's the way we can impact people without even talking to them or looking at them. It's just that energy that we have. But that's obviously another story, and I'm a little bit off topic here, but what I wanted to say is that we impact people every single day, and we can choose to do it in a positive way, we can choose to do it in a negative way, but I think that as long as we're following this path of discovering what our gift is, and we do it with a full heart and trying to spread good energy around us and to be kind with the other people, I think we can only get it right. And as tiny as your gift is, it will make a difference in this world. Let me just remind you of the story of the boy and the starfish. So there was this old man walking on a beach on a sunny morning. And as he is doing his usual walk on the beach, he sees a little boy that approaches him. And while the boy is approaching, he stops every few seconds, picks something up from the ground and throws it into the water. And the old man asks the boy what he's doing. And the boy replies that he's picking up the starfish that were washed up from the tide to the beach, and they can't return to the sea themselves, so he's just picking them one by one and returning them into the water, which is so cute, but it gets better. But the old man looks at him a little bit confused and tells him that there must be thousands of starfish, and there's no way he will be able to throw each of them one by one into water, so it won't make any difference. And the boy looks at him while he's picking up a starfish and throwing it into the water. And he goes, "It made the difference for that starfish." And I guess that's the story that impacted me the most, in the sense of realizing that it's the same with the gifts that we are given. As tiny as it is, it will make a difference. And not just for us, for the starfish, but for everyone around us, because we live in this world in which we impact so many people while not even realizing. So now that we know that we all have this gift, how do we deal with being slow learners? Because that's actually what we're here about. This was just a little parenthesis to motivate you to want to find that gift. But what I actually wanted to come to was that we are slow learners in the subjects that we struggle with for some reason. You know those people that have jobs that they hate and they just drag themselves every morning to work, and they would rather do anything else than going to work from 9 to 5 or even more, but there's just nothing they can do because they have to pay their bills. And that's just how life is for most of the people on this planet, unfortunately. And on the other hand, we have the people that do what they love every single day. And I heard this quote, and I remember it because it's now really close to my heart and one of the things I tell myself most frequently. And this guy wanted to quit his job, but he was afraid that his parents will judge him, that his parents would be disappointed in him. And he calls his father and tells him that he wants to quit his job because he's miserable. And his father goes, "If you're miserable, if your job doesn't make you happy, just quit it and take your time to find whatever it is that makes you happy. And I promise you that if you find that thing, there will never be one day that you will think that you go to work. Because if you love what you're doing, it's not gonna ever feel like work again. It's gonna feel like something you're doing for yourself and because you love it." And that stuck with me because that's what I'm going for in this life, and that's why I wanted to make the whole parenthesis with the gift story, because I wish for all of you guys watching this video that you find that gift, and that every single day that you have to work won't feel like work because you're doing what you love. And I know that this is possible only in a hypothetical world for most of the people on this planet. But I also think that if we believe in it, it's gonna happen. So guys, I wish you all the best. And if you're struggling, if you feel like you're a slow learner, maybe you just need to change paths. Maybe you just need to redirect your field of view and find what it is that will actually seem easy. That will actually, I'm not saying that the most beautiful things in life don't come easy. And that's not just a quote, it is reality. But if it's hard, it doesn't mean that you have to be miserable in the process. Learning an instrument, learning to edit. When I learned to edit, it was hard, but I wasn't miserable. It was hard, but it was so nice to discover so many ways to show a certain video, to tell a story through editing different things. So I feel like it doesn't have to be miserable if it's hard, but there are also these things in life that we really need to do even if we don't like them. For example, we have to finish college and we can say that I don't like the subject, I'm not going to do it again because we're not going to pass and get our degree. So how do we deal with those kinds of moments when we're following this gift of ours, this goal of ours, but the path till there still contains some things that I need to do, that we need to achieve, like subjects, exams, and so on. And that's where my first video on this slow learning topic comes in. So I feel like those tips have helped me so much to deal with those subjects that I couldn't really get. I study physics, so there's a lot of things that I didn't get from the start and that I still don't get to this day because that's just how things are. But in every subject, there are more complicated things and easier things, and what seems complicated for some doesn't need to be complicated for others, and what seems easy for me doesn't mean that it's also easy for my colleagues. So don't ever compare yourself to others. But more about those tips in my video, so if you haven't seen that one, I strongly recommend that you do. And I think that's basically it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video helped you in some way, and I feel like I wanted to do a more informative video, but it turned out more into like a motivational video kind of video. So yeah, I feel like all I end up doing in these videos is not give so much information, but rather try to motivate you guys to find your purpose and your gift, and with that your happiness. So I really hope that this was helpful, and even if it wasn't, I hope that at least I brought a smile on your faces. And if you're smiling right now, please take that smile, take it with you today and the days after that, and try to radiate that happiness and to be contagious to other people with your happiness. Because if you're in a coffee shop or at school or at work or whatever you are, it's just amazing to have a person like that, because it reminds you how amazing this life is that we're living. And if that's not what life is about, I don't know what it is about. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Oh, cheeks hurt again from smiling. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. And if you love this video, please share it.